to reports, caused at least $15,000 worth of damage to a hotel room, and they had to put a helmet on it. And he's constantly, basically on social media talking about they got him in a room. Like I said, Ryan Garcia is just continuing to try to provide a diversion to make people feel sorry for him. I don't feel one bit sorry for Ryan Garcia, because here's the thing: nobody told him to put PEDs in his system. Nobody told him to be a junkie, and that's on him. And no, I don't have no sympathy for him, because at the end of the day, he tried to seriously do damage to Devin Haney, and people can play these games all they want. And like I said before, now all of a sudden everybody is quiet. Ain't nobody saying nothing about what's been going on with Ryan Garcia. And ESPN did this quick run-by story on Ryan Garcia, but I want to see if they're going to have these long segments talking about Ryan Garcia. Probably not, because Ryan Garcia isn't black. Now, if he was black, of course, they would have a long, segment breaking this down, having, people talking about it, doing analyst work, but they're not, because it's Ryan Garcia. I mean, how many times is this dude going to embarrass himself for his fans and say, oh, he's having a mental breakdown? Well, that's his problem. That's what happens when you use steroids and PEDs. He's having roid rage. And I don't have to feel sorry for him, because I'm thinking about how trifling Ryan Garcia's fans was, how they were, making fun of Devin Haney, how they was disrespecting his mother. Devin Haney's mother never did anything to anybody. Why are they showing videos of her fate like that's funny? But that's just how people get down these days. These people don't have no respect for anything. Just like when I was watching, Bad Boys 4 yesterday, and I had to politely tell these young kids to stop kicking my chair. But the way I politely asked them not to do it, they didn't do it anymore. But due to the fact that they was just doing it and they know I was right in front of them, I had to let them know. Now, if I would have had to, toss one of them down them stairs, then all of a sudden I would have been the bad guy. But Ryan Garcia is a junkie, and that's just the bottom line. As far as him not being paid by Golden Boy, well, here's the thing. Maybe he shouldn't be paid. It's obvious he cheated, and people is trying to provide cover for him. You've seen people make nothing but excuses for him. You see people saying, oh, Ryan Garcia was taking it. No, Ryan Garcia got arrested for vandalism, felony vandalism. Now, is Ryan Garcia going to do any jail time? Of course not. He'll do some probation. He'll probably do some community service and pay a fine. He's not going to prison. And they may just settle for, if Ryan Garcia does this, he does that, they'll take it off his record and expunge it. He's not going to prison because he didn't, he didn't hurt, cause physical damage to anybody. But due to the fact that they had to have 12 police cars called to the hotel, that says a lot. But steroids is a powerful drug, and so is cocaine, and so is whatever else he's on, because it's obviously he's using something. But then he has the audacity to say he's a devoted Christian. It's just all the facade. It's just all bullshit with Ryan Garcia, and it just needs to be said. He making his stands look more stupid every day. His supporters look more stupid every day, because he's showing what type of dude he is. No, I don't feel sorry for him. Ryan Garcia is connected to people that got a history of, training fighters that mysteriously, either one way or another, or in some way, shape, or form, or will eventually pop dirty for some kind of banned substance. You got to start asking these questions. You got to start connecting the dots. But see, that's the thing. People don't really want to have these conversations. And I'm not worried about nobody coming on here saying, Ryan Garcia, he beat the break of death. Well, Ryan Garcia did the Colin Kaepernick versus Tank Davis. He quit. And he got dropped and he quit. Let the referee count him out. I told you I could do this all day. I told you I want all the smoke. I welcome all the smoke. Whoever want it, they can get it. But like I said, people are not out here doing real journalism. They're not telling the whole story. Because all you have to do is connect the dots. And what I'm going to do is further implicate Ryan Garcia and further prove that Ryan Garcia willingly and knowingly took PEDs and that he's a liar. There's too much of a video trail. There's too much of a paper trail to support my claims and what I think that Ryan Garcia intentionally took PEDs. All this stuff about, I don't know how it got in there. Ryan Garcia is a motherfucking lie. It got in your system because you took the shit. That's how it got in there. All this stuff about, well, the amount that was found in the system wouldn't have had any. Well, here's the thing. If you're using a masking agent, no telling how much you had in your system at the time time the fight happened. And when did it actually kick in? And then you got the WBC making excuses for him. One thing about me, I do real stories. I do real journalism because that's what you're supposed to do. But you living in a day and age where people don't want to hear the truth. They want you to say what they, you know what I'm saying? They want you to say what they want to hear. They want you to give them, you know what I'm saying? They want you to relax their ears. They don't want you to speak bad on somebody that they like. But I'm not doing that. I'm not giving people ear massages. Nah, don't do that. Won't do that. It is what it is, and that's just the bottom line about Ryan Garcia. He's a dirty, dirty cheater. He was just having a breakdown from that roid rage. And I really think that Ryan Garcia isn't playing with a full deck. But at the same time, that's not my problem. If Ryan Garcia is not mentally there, then he definitely shouldn't be fighting. But I'm going to make the connection because I'm going to further expose Ryan Garcia. I'm going to expose his connection to PEDs. I'm going to do it. I'm not worried about none of y'all. I told y'all, I'm not here to be y'all friend. If you want to listen to these other clowns present y'all with a bunch of bullshit, you go right ahead. You go right ahead and continue to listen to them because they've already been bodied. I told you I don't coon for views. I told you I'm not going to do that because I don't want you kind of people on my channel. I don't want your kind on my channel. It just needs to be said about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia shouldn't be granted a license to fight anywhere. But all this is further implicating himself. He should just be a man and just admit that he took the shit. And stop lying and stop making excuses. Ryan Garcia at this point in time has no credibility. He has no credibility. And at this point, how could you believe anything that comes out of his mouth? He's been caught in lie after lie after lie on how that shit got in his system. From they tried to frame him to he got set up and all this BS. And it was the devil. Now Jesus told him that he was going to have steroids in his system. He's just made a mockery out of this thing. You playing with somebody's fucking life. Like I said, the boxing game is already dangerous. People die from this shit. But then you putting something in your system that can further advance your chances of actually taking somebody's life or doing more permanent damage. And then we supposed to be okay with that? Man, you guys can, man, for real, you guys can all go to hell. Every last one of y'all that support Ryan Garcia, all you coons, all you fake boxing media channels, all of y'all. No journalistic integrity whatsoever. Once again, ain't nobody saying nothing about Julio Cesar Martinez popping dirty. There ain't been no videos in regards to that. No videos. Nobody has put out any videos except me and a few other people because they wanted to go away. Ryan Garcia gave hint after hint, or as they say, Easter eggs, that he was going to cheat. Oh, Devin's not going to be the same. We know he's not going to be the same because you pretty much, all this shit is going to get taken to court. All this stuff is being documented. It's going to be presented to a court of law. And this is why Ryan Garcia's ass need to go to jail. So if Ryan Garcia go to jail on top of, go to jail on top of the crime he committed in LA, that'll serve just right for him to have multiple cases in multiple states because he deserves it, because he's a cheating motherfucker and he's a junkie. I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna like watch what I say. The truth just gotta be said. Ryan Garcia is a junkie. He's a junkie. He's a flat out junkie. And people just gotta tell the truth. He's a junkie, he's a liar, and he's a cheat. I'm doubling down. At this point, I'm not worried about his promotional company. I don't care at this point. I don't care if Golden Boy ever credentials me for a fight. I don't give a fuck. Well, they have no choice but to be quiet. They trying to figure out how they can spin this, but they can't. But nevertheless, it is what it is. I got to start my shift, but I'll be back with more later on. I'm out.